Hello, fellow Africans. Have you seen this picture? That is the president of Congo and president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, being summoned in Qatar to for peace talks. Now, let us go back in history, maybe 2-3 years ago, when this Russia-Ukraine conflict started. Everybody was trying to negotiate peace between Russia and Ukraine. The African Union also decided to get their hands involved. The African Union sent an African delegation, African leaders, to go and also negotiate between Russia and Ukraine. The Ukrainians were angry. The Ukrainians called them names. The Ukrainians say the Africans were hungry leaders. They were doing it because they want help. They were doing it because they were hungry. They were doing it and they don't have the right to get involved in such matters because they don't have the IQ, the intelligence to negotiate between Russia and Ukraine. They called them all manner of names. They called them uncivilized. And then we were angry. We make videos. We were attacking the Ukrainians. We were calling them names, saying they are racist. They are being disrespectful. We should do them this. We should do them that. Now, if what we are seeing from our leaders in Qatar, then that means the Ukrainians were right. The Ukrainians were right about the things that they say about others. Because if we ourselves cannot sit down and find solution to our problems, how dare us try to go outside of our continent to go and look for peace when we cannot even find peace in within ourselves? So in a nutshell, the Ukrainians were right. I think Africans need to apologize to the Ukrainians because the Ukrainians call our leaders names and then we were angry. We were saying the Ukrainians are being disrespectful. They are being racist. But it can the African Union cannot sit down President Paul Kagame and President Tshisekedi to talk about peace. It has to take Qatar to bring them. The other day it was Turkey that called Ethiopia and Somalia to come for peace talks. Like where are we going to have a leader who can sit African leaders together and then negotiate or talk to them about peace? Because anytime we have problem, we have to go outside of Africa. Can you imagine Qatar? So all the 54 states in Africa, countries, we don't have any leader that we can put our trust on to talk about peace. We cannot go to Burkina Faso. These two leaders cannot go to Ghana. These two leaders cannot go to Nigeria. These two leaders cannot go to Namibia. These two leaders cannot go to South Africa and sit down with their own brothers and talk about peace. They have to go to Qatar. And you wonder people don't respect us. You wonder why people don't respect us. It is because of things like this. It has to take an Arab sheikh to call these two leaders to come and tell them, sit down calmly, my children, sit down so that we can talk about peace. The other day when Sadat wanted to bring these two leaders together, one of them said, no, I'm not going because I don't trust you. So we don't trust ourselves. We trust everybody than ourselves. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why is our leaders doing this to us as African people? Why? When the East African community wanted to negotiate between these two leaders, President Kagame and President Tshisekedi, I always find his name difficult to mention. When they wanted to bring peace, sit down with them, they say no, they cannot see each other. So when it comes to us, within ourselves, we cannot see each other. But when Arab man called them, what is it that the Arab man is going to tell you that your own leaders cannot tell you to bring peace to Congo? Africans, we should be ashamed of ourselves. To be honest, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And then we wonder other people don't respect us. It is because of things like this. If we cannot sit down together as civilized people to talk about peace in our continent, how do we expect